Hey guys, welcome back. September 17th, 2018. Um, Today, it's going to be a little update video. Join me a nice little 7 and 7 here. It's a day off from work and I had nothing to do, so I'm going to enjoy that day off. Man, that's a good drink. But anyway, basically the update as far as what's been going on. Got a lot of stuff going on actually between paying bills and running a household and trying to get the car ready for winter. A couple weeks ago we did the video about the car. Damn, camera keeps on going out of focus. We can fix that a little bit. So anyhow, so you can get the car ready for winter and all the nonsense that goes with running a household and cutting grass. And last week, Monday's my day off from work. I had to go in and work last Monday and pull overtime because they had a great big mattress sale for the company I work for. So of course I do warehouse work. So guy I work with and myself, we had to go in and pull some overtime last week to get that all done. My car, I had did all that tune-up stuff a couple weeks ago, and then I just put new filters, the cabin filter and the air filter. They're brand new. And then it was noisy, and wound up being that the muffler is the original muffler from 2003, so it needed replacing. So I got a really good deal at the muffler shop since I don't have a lift or the torches or the welders or anything here to be able to do that type of work myself. So we just did the work here. We would have did the work here, but I don't have the infrastructure to do that type of work. So that's when I bring the pros in and I let them do it, and they had it knocked out in about 40 minutes. From when I walked through the door to when I was driving away, and that included a customer that was in front of me with like an oil change or some other little shit or whatever. So get that done. I'll also show in this video my DJ speakers that I got, and got them back from a friend. And they were in pretty bad shape, so I had to clean them up. And between that and everything else was just going on, the money at the muffler shop, because it was a little, the bill was a little bit. It wasn't a big bill, but that much more than I had planned on spending this month. But at least it's done, and the car's nice and quiet now. So anyhow, that's that. So let's talk a little bit about what's been going on in our world. This channel is not political. However, I do give my opinions from time to time, and we try to be nice about things and fair here. And as my viewers and subscribers in my channels, you guys feel free to have whatever opinion you want on anything. My views are not your views. Your views are your own views. So I want to make that clear. I'm not here trying to drill stuff into your head, but sometimes I just need to get a little stuff off my chest. So what about that tennis match last week with Serena Williams and the young lady from Japan? I saw the news coverage and stuff on it. I mean, I honestly haven't played tennis in about 20 years. And the last time I played it was maybe closer to 25, guys. That's when my brother was in high school and we played. We would go down to college, local college, had a court, and had a big concrete wall, and then there's 4 or 5 courts, and we would play sets down there with other people. But I haven't been on a tennis court in about 25 years. So that being said, I don't really watch it per se, but I caught the news coverage of it, and You know, I watch one source and then I watch another source, and they tend to have differing opinions. And I figure what really happened is somewhere in the middle. Now, the way I look at it here, I think that Ump was absolutely within his rights to do what he did. He's there to officiate a match. He's not there to be a counselor. He's not there to diffuse anything or any situations. He's there to be an umpire of a match, tennis match. And say what you want, he officiated that match in compliance with the rules. So as far as that match goes, I'm satisfied with the outcome. People have got to learn that you can't, you know, throw a temper tantrum and get what you want just because you throw a temper tantrum. That's not how the world works. That's not how being an adult works, especially when you're worth millions of dollars. You know, maybe they think they can do that, but it doesn't seem to work. You know, it seems that in this world, the more money a person has, I guess the bigger the temper tantrum they think they can throw. Serena Williams is not alone in her behavior. There's a lot of other people that have done it. And, you know, I'm just here to say it, you know. You don't get to throw a temper tantrum just because you have a lot of money. When you're in that position, you're supposed to be a power of example. And in my opinion, she was not. So that's my feelings on that. We have a situation going on with Kavanaugh. They're supposed to be going for Supreme Court Justice or whatever, or on the Supreme Court or whatever. And you know, a situation involving somebody from, you know, a girl from 30, nearly 40 years ago, and some stuff. And you know, whatever comes of that comes of that. You know, so let's just see the process work, and whatever comes of that comes of that. Kind of is what it is. I think, you know, more important than that. You know, I'm in Jersey, but we got people in North Carolina, and you know, I don't have any relatives down there. Actually, I do. My uncle lives down there. He's up in the mountains in Taylorsville, I believe. So obviously, prayers to the people, even the people I'm not related to, all the people I'm not related to in North Carolina. You know, hopefully there's, you know, hopefully no more deaths. You know, hopefully everybody, you know, can stay vigilant and, you know, strong and pull through this. I mean, it's these kind of events, these hurricanes. I mean, you know, only the strong survive. I've heard that line before somewhere. So but you know, you got to be strong, and you know, I like to see people pull together and help one another in situations like that. And it's you know, so far I haven't heard about too much craziness other than lots of rain, lots of wind. Obviously, the destruction. They'll have to assess all of that, I guess, after all the rains and stuff are done. And looks like all the responder people are there and helping. It seems like that's going, from what I can tell, based on the news coverage I've seen, pretty good actually. So that's a good thing, and hopefully it continues to go well. And you know, the people of the great state of North Carolina and South Carolina can, you know, find some solace and return to their normal lives. You know, no more craziness for a long time, hopefully. So that's how I feel about that. There's one other thing I want to talk about, and try to keep this brief because I don't want the video to be too long. I don't know what's going on, but you know, there's been a lot of censorship, and people that have conservative views and stuff on these websites, social media platforms. You know, so I don't get my channel pulled, let me just say I was a fan of one person in particular who got their YouTube channel pulled, their Facebook page, a whole bunch of them pulled them off a couple weeks ago. You guys know who it is. Um, you know, I think freedom of speech is something very important. And while I understand that these tech companies are, considered private entities, we have to be very careful with, what we censor. Obviously, if somebody's absolutely threatening, you don't want their video on there. But, if they're simply giving their opinion to something, politically, whatever, even if you don't agree with it, I learned something very important with me, that will carry on with me the rest of my life when I was young. If you're watching TV and the show is not to your liking, what do? Well, when I was a kid, we got up and walked over to the TV and changed the channel. And then cable came along, and then we had this little thing. We could sit on our lap, and you pushed a button. And then then we got a little bit more advanced, and we got cable box that had a remote control. And now we just changed the channel with a remote control. So now, same deal with the radio. I get sick and tired of hearing the same damn Paul McCartney and David Bowie and Led Zeppelin songs and Pink Floyd songs every single day. I go over to the radio at work and I change the damn station. It's that simple, guys. You don't have to shut somebody down just because you don't like what's coming out of their mouth. That person has a right to speak. And I will remind people that freedom of speech, in case certain people forgot, it's to protect unpopular speech. So while I understand that, these companies are private, so-called private companies, and they're not really bound to the Constitution or whatever, I think it's right to promote the freedom of speech so long as it's not threatening or, harmful to others. So anyhow, we're going to stop the video there, this part, and then I'm going to shoot the next part of the video with my cell phone camera, and we're going to go out and show you the speakers that I got back from my friend this weekend. They're my DJ speakers. So we'll pick up there. All right. So these are my DJ speakers that I got back from my buddy. He's had them for about 5 years. Because every summer what he would do, he would have a combination birthday party for one of his kids -- pool party. And, for several years we were running these things and providing the sound with them. So, got them back in my possession. They're, they say PA sound on them, but these are actually Menace Audio. I believe Menace Audio made these, because they have an exact clone of the speaker. So it's the exact same thing. In fact, the year after I got these, Menace Audio was doing the exact same speaker. I bought these at a Trading Post store in 2009. They, basically what you have a 15-inch sub, you have a horn, and 3 tweeters up top. Speakers are 8 ohms a piece. They're rated for 250 watts RMS per speaker, 500 watts peak in their current configuration. We'll see what's what. I gotta pick some stuff up because on the left one, all 3 tweeters are blown. The right one, I think 1 or 2 of the tweeters are working. So I'm gonna have to order those, but they're relatively inexpensive. I can get a few of them, pick up a few of them cheap. So we'll do that. Definitely going to have to redo the horns because I think they're both dead. And while I'm in there, I'm going to pull the subs and inspect them because the cabinets are still good. I mean, they're not brand new anymore. I had to clean them up because they were in just despicable, disgusting condition when I got them Saturday. But they're getting there. I'm getting them cleaned up nice. I'll pull the subs, I'll inspect the drivers and see what condition they're in. There's no holes in them or anything like that. In fact, I hooked them up to my Realistic STA 2100D, which can push transient peaks of over 200 watts per channel, so I could give them a good drive with that. And put some bass music on just to see how they would do. And, I hadn't ran the Realistic in a while either, but it was pushing them pretty hard, actually. I was pretty impressed. But, they need a little TLC. And, they're back in the hands of somebody that actually cares about them now, that will give them the TLC that they deserve, and they're not in the hands of some upper middle income person that, uses something until a problem arises and then they stick it out on a curb and they forget about it. I'm not going to soapbox about upper middle income people, guys. I'm just not a fan of upper middle income people. Sorry. I know too many of them that behave the same way, that behave like that. And it's all, showing off and trying to outdo one another. As long as the super wealthy pay their fair share, I hear that a lot. And the guy that had these for the last 5 years was no exception. He's a school teacher and believes everybody needs to pay their fair share. Just as long as it's not him. But anyhow, back to the speakers. I'm going to fix these up. And, if I don't start doing DJ gigs or anything like that, and I'll use them around here. I don't care. These things kick ass. I mean, in their prime, they were quite loud. And you could drive the hell out of them. So, that's a project we got coming up soon, too. But, might be a little bit, because we got quarterly bills to pay on the house this month. And, I wasn't really planning on sticking that money into my car, but at least the car's good now. I don't have to do that no more. And I actually have to go to my nephew's over in Bryn Mawr, PA for a birthday party this weekend, so that's going to have me busy over the weekend. But anyhow, I just wanted to do a little update video, give you guys the update, let you know what's going on with me. We're going to get some computer stuff coming up, hopefully at some point, because we've got winter time coming up, so it's going to be too cold to go outside and do anything outside. So, we'll save the computer stuff for winter time, I guess. As always, I thank you guys for watching, and if you like videos like this, please feel free to stop in anytime. PC Love 81's World. Y'all have a goody, enjoy the week, and we'll see you in the next video.